Welcome into Catching Up, our Mick Network series where we catch up with former Mick athletes. I'm Zion Brown today, catching up with former Ben Davis Giant, current Ohio State Buckeye football player, Dawand Jones. How are you doing today, Dawand?
I'm doing good. Just got to practice for the big game for sure.
What was it like playing in that college football playoff game against Clemson last week?
It was just crazy, and especially had to be ready. I was on field goal, just had to make sure I did my job on that, and then also just being ready for offensive line. A couple of guys went down, and I just had to just stay ready and be prepared like, all week, picking up the blitzes and stuff like that for any position. Honestly, I want to be versatile for sure. And so, like, that comes with that. And then, so I just had to be prepared for wherever my coach threw at me that week.
Clemson head coach Dabo Swinney ranked you guys 11th in his coaching poll before the game, and that was a big subject before, during, and after the game. So how much motivation did that give your team?
That was probably our biggest motivation. We have TVs in our locker room, and like they put that up there, and they was putting all these comments up there for motivation, and so we were just using all that as just a fuel to our fire and stuff like that. So that really honestly got us a little bit more hyped up, but also just like the rematch from last year, like we worked our whole spring, summer, the whole season for one team and one game. And I mean, for that outcome, like it was a dream come true.
After Justin Fields threw that 56-yard touchdown bomb to Chris Olave, you were out there in the end zone celebrating with Chris. How much pride do you take in kind of doing those celebrations with your teammates?
I say I really not sure about it, honestly. We try to keep it classy as possible. But me and Chris got a handshake, and especially after that one, he had caught one earlier. I couldn't catch him, but that was like to steal the deal type, and I had to get him on that one. And I mean, I don't pay attention to it much, but I try to keep up with some of my guys.
Even after the game, you were the one to pour Gatorade on Coach Ryan Day. So how did that come about? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard was it just carrying it around and finding him? And you got a good load of him, so how was that?
I just seen somebody miss somebody. It was the Tech Stadium, they missed him, and that was the day after. But I was so happy I got mine. But it was kind of easy. We just had to hide ourselves, honestly. And he wasn't paying attention. He was calling the play, honestly. And he was just taking his headset off. I didn't want to get that wet. And he was just taking it off and handing it to our one of our EQ guys. And so it was like, it's the perfect time. It was 20 seconds left. And I was like, I got to go for it. And I was just thinking in my head, I was like, I got to get him. And then me and my one of the seniors, Trayvon Wilburn, we got him. And it was just a moment that you never forget for sure.
And how do you remain so enthusiastic despite not being the constant starter for the team?
It's the brotherhood. They lift me up every day, and honestly, I just gotta keep thriving and just keep thinking about like what's the final outcome, what it could be like if I just keep sticking with it. Like this year, I started against Michigan State. A couple of our guys went down with COVID, and I held it down for them so they came back, and I actually graded out as a champion, which is a prestigious thing to grade around here as a Buckeye. Like we take that very seriously, and our coaches was extremely proud of the other guys that stepped up. But I just try to set goals for myself, no matter what happens. Like I try to set goals for myself, and I try to reach them. And not being a starter, like it's cool, but I just always gotta be ready, like I said earlier.
You'll be playing in the title game along with Cathedral graduates, obviously the Buckeye Pete Werner, but also for Alabama, Emil Ekiyor. So what importance do you place on just showing out for the city of Indianapolis on a national stage?
It's an honor, honestly, especially for me, Pete, Emil. People don't know this, but I played Little League with Emil. So, like, that's been one of my guys since day one. Played football with him since maybe 5th grade. And Emil's a grade above me. So, like, I was playing up because, I was just bigger than everybody else. So I had to play up because I couldn't play my grade, they said. And so I played with Emil. That's been my guy. I talk to him all the time and stuff like that. And then Pete, on the other hand, he wants to do the same and go just show out for Indiana in general.
So you're telling me some poor kids had to try to get into the backfield against you and Emil Ekiyor?
Yeah, for sure. I don't think many people did.
Yeah, I bet they didn't. That sounds like a tough task. Well, thank you so much, Dawand, and good luck next week.
Appreciate you.